Hey, I am recording. It is Mark Shepard, Healing Pastures, the Farm Church, and it's time for the Sunday message. It is the third, I believe it's the third Sunday in June. It's June 16th, and we had so much rain, and then the rain finally stopped, and so it finally got nice, and we're anticipating some really hot weather. So I have been really enjoying settling in here at Canton Apples and just appreciating getting to know the landowner, who's a great guy, and he is inspired by a lot of the same people I'm inspired by, so we're really on the same page as how to manage the land and how to steward it. And I bring something that he wants, and he has something that I want, so we've made a really good connection and arrangement. And this goes with our Sunday message theme today, which is all about making decisions and the process of knowing when to think about something, when to act, and then when to reaffirm, or how you reaffirm that it was a good decision or a good choice. So I have so much footage from this week that I'm going to do a whole separate a week in the life. So that will be after this video. Maybe I'll call it part 2, or maybe it'll just be another video, but it won't be a Sunday message. It'll be starting a farm from scratch, learning how to be a shepherd, even though I've had a long life trying to be Mark Shepard. Now I'm learning how to be Mark Shepard, Shepherd. So long week, but a good week. And the excitement, the big news is that I found a stock trailer. And I've already just told the story of it, but now I have to tell it again, so maybe I'll be a little bit better this time because I recorded the whole thing without recording it. So this stock trailer was at the New Holland Agricultural Equipment Dealership, and my dad and I were doing some errands. He needed a haircut, so off we went, and I saw this as we passed by, and I said, on the way back home, I want to check that out. And he was like, okay, because he knows that I've been thinking about a stock trailer for a long time. I've been borrowing my friends, Brian and Lorraine's, and they've been so generous, and I want to thank them from my heart. I love them, and I wanted my own stock trailer. And borrowing theirs, there were some features of theirs that I liked and some features that I didn't really want. And then we also borrowed Cory's mom's horse trailer, which is kind of a very high-end, very lightweight horse trailer, and the design is nice. It has 2 doors in the front, and we realized when we were working sheep last summer that we only used 1 door, and 1 door is plenty. So I saw the stock trailer, and it has a door in the front. It has a nice door in the front, and it has not only a door in the back, but it has a slidey option, which is pretty darn nice. I hope I made a video all about that. So, but the process, not only of finding the stock trailer, but of finding Canton Apples, is an indication, what we in Neuro Linguistics call, of decision-making strategies. So when I'm really excited by something, I start researching. I start watching videos about it. I start reading books about it. And then at a certain point, I saturate myself with the knowledge and with the idea and the vision and what is possible. And then my reticular activating system kicks in. The reticular activating system is that feature and benefit of our consciousness that starts to notice things, right? So I have been for almost 2 years, I have been noticing trailers and stock trailers. And it's like you suddenly start paying attention. And I started learning what I wanted and what I didn't want. And I wanted a door in the front, and I wanted a divider door like this So you can divide it in half. So if you get most of the animals on, you can close them in while you get the stragglers on, so that the ones you already got on don't leave while you're getting the new ones on, right? So I wanted that, and I was fine. I wanted a swing door, and I wanted a low step so the animals can just step into it. And this had the bonus of a sliding door as well as an opening door. And I'm like, I want it. So ultimately, I was thinking about it before I even looked at it. And then I looked at it, and I really liked the rustiness of it. I like the fact that it's not brand new. So I'm not paying for brand newness, but I'm getting the utility. And so I called the guy up and made an offer. It wasn't being sold by the New Holland dealership. It was just, I guess he was doing a favor for a friend. So I called the number the guy gave me, and I said, listen, I can get there with X amount this afternoon in cash. And he wanted a lot more. But he was like, okay, let's do it. Because evidently the day before, someone had given him a really low ball offer, and my offer was a fair offer. I never try to beat somebody else in a deal. I try to do as much as I can afford, as much as I've decided to spend, so that I'm not lowballing people or playing games. And we were both unhappy with the deal. He didn't get as much as he wanted, and I didn't get it as cheap as I wanted. That's a fair deal. If both parties are unhappy, it is fair, all right? So that's lesson number one. And if both parties are delighted, it's fair. He was happy to get the price. I was happy to pay the price. It's fair. But if one person is unhappy and one person feels like they really got a steal, that's not fair. And we're looking for win-win situations. That's where we're going here with this talk. Win-win situations. So I made the decision after a long period of evaluation and thinking about it and prioritizing what we're going to do next, what investment we're going to make next in our business. And the trailer is important because Joel Howie, who owns Canton Apples, has orchards all over the place. He's got multiple locations where there are orchards. They're not all on his land, but they all need to be mowed and they all need to be fertilized. So one of the plans of moving to Canton Apples is that I need a vehicle that literally we can just move the animals at a whim, at a moment's notice. Hey, you know what? The orchard on Finnegan Road needs to be mowed. Let's move the Weathers and the Rams up there. Get them away from the girls anyway. Boom. So we'll have an away team that moves around. And then we can bring them to the next, take them to the next place. So that was one of the ideas. And so in some negotiations, if you're both disappointed or both not happy, it's fair. But if you're both happy, it's fair too. And I feel really happy to be here, and it feels to me like Joel is happy that I'm here. My sheep are fertilizing his land, which has never been fertilized. He wants that. I want weeds. I don't want pure grass for my sheep. I want a weedy, brushy farm that has not been, it hasn't been manicured. You know what I mean? The sheep are here to eat the weeds. And then at some point we'll run some cows or cattle, beefers through here, and going back and forth between bovines and sheep vines, sheepines. I don't know what you call sheep, but cows and sheep, cattle and sheep. The cattle prefer the grasses, and so they hit the grasses too hard, so the weeds grow. The sheep like the weeds, and they hit the weeds so hard that the grasses grow. So you gotta alternate them, and Joel's totally open to that. So we're looking for either a win-win or a situation where we're both unhappy, and I prefer to go for the win-win. So when it was time for Joel to show up and for me to meet him, I was ready because I've been on a couple of other pieces of land. I've been in some other arrangements. And what I'm looking for, I'm not necessarily looking to rent land. I'm looking for collaborations so that I can do what I do to help someone else do what they do better, and to build a community of farmers who are kind of interconnected and collaborative, but who are all owning their own businesses, but we're interacting with each other in ways that benefit all of us. So it's a win-win, win-win. And so the trailer, it was like the trigger moment came when it was time to take action, and I didn't waste any time. I went home, made the phone call, went to the bank, got the money, went and paid the guy, and then got it registered, and here it is at Canton Apples, ready for next week when some of the boys are going to freezer camp. So the lesson is, notice in your life how you make decisions. And do you dither? Do you go back and forth? Do you spend inordinate amounts of time and energy? Or do you allow a certain feeling to build inside yourself so that when the right moment comes, you know it's time to pull the trigger, take the action, make the move, do the thing, right? And then when you've done it, like, notice, do you have buyer's remorse, or do you go back over the list and go, yes, this is good, this is good, this is good. I didn't notice that, but you know what? It's okay. We'll deal with it. I can get a new tire. It's not a big deal. We can jack up the trailer with jacks. And so that's the big lesson. The lesson is, we make decisions. There's a process. Enjoy the process. Don't feel like you have to make a decision instantly. And if this guy had really stuck to his high price, I would have been, no, thank you, because I knew what my limit was. And that was what I went into the negotiation. And I also knew when I started talking to Joel here at Canton Apples, I knew the kind of landowner I didn't want. And so I knew the kind of landowner that I did want. And I could tell we were on the same page. And the other two landowners have been wonderful, but they haven't been to me as long-term, or they haven't been to me indicative of somebody who I could have a really comfortable, long-term, deep relationship with. And that's important to me, because I need that. I need something that I can depend on and count on. And so we have a written agreement, and we're doing it for a year. So we have a trial period. Those are things we're learning. And it's all comes down to how you make decisions and how you know when it's time to take action. So this week in your life, know that all of this for me started with a voice in the night that said, Mark, feed my children. Feed my children. So sometimes it starts with a spark in the dark, and a journey of a lifetime begins from that point. I don't know where you are on your journey, but I wish you all the best, and I want you to be in touch with your own spirit as you go through the week, and notice the decisions you've made in your life, the really big ones, and notice how you knew it was time to say yes to that path, to that opportunity. And hopefully it's turned out to be a path with heart. And as Don Juan Matus said to Carlos Castaneda, it doesn't matter which path you take, as long as it has heart. All paths lead to the same place. But pick your path with heart and then follow it gladly. Don't dither. Know when it's time to make the move, time to take that step, and time to go. Peace, love, grooviness. Amen. All right, so thanks for listening to the Sunday message, and here's a song. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the song Lift Me Up that I've been working on. I worked on a bass part this week in the midst of all the other busyness, and Hope you enjoy it. Stick around after the song. I'll do some little bit of animals. I'll do a little bit of animals from the week, but if you want more animals, I'm going to do a whole separate video because I have already a half hour compiled, and I try to keep my Sunday messages, a message, a song, and animals down to 30 minutes maximum. So there's going to be extra stuff this week. Hope you'll check out both videos, and let's do the song. Here we go. Boom. I know you're out there somewhere, you dancing warrior. I know you got a message for me like some mystic courier. When you call, I get so far away, I get so out of sorts. But you're more patient than a rock, wiser than a tree, cooler than a corpse, and lift me up into the devastating stillness of your eyes. Lift me up into the lightness, till the heaviness subsides. Lift me up into the treetops and release me to the skies. Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up. A crow can wear 1,000 masks, but a sparrow merely sings. The world is more than what we see, and every thought has wings. I challenge you to answer me and tell me what it means. Instead you dare me to wait like glass and see what the spirit brings. Lift me up into the devastating stillness of your eyes. Lift me up into the lightness, till the heaviness subsides. Lift me up into the treetops and release me to the sky. Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up. Love is tenderness, love is war, love is loneliness, love is more, love is magical, love is a chore, love is the ceiling and love is the floor, love is the floor. A flower is a soldier and a butterfly is a thief. A sidewalk is a desert that heaves and buckles in the heat. My thirst is like a canyon and I cannot find relief. So I pray for a cooling breeze to blow on these melting city streets. Lift me up into the devastating stillness of your eyes. Lift me up into the lightness, till the heaviness subsides. Lift me up into the treetops hope you enjoyed the song, and I want to send out prayers. I want to send out prayers to the people in the world who don't have the ability to make decisions about their lives and to take actions to build the kinds of lives and to make the kinds of experiences in their lives that they long for, and to allow you to just remember this is your life. If you're stopping yourself from doing what you truly want to do because of what you worry about other people thinking, I think you just need to go for it. And just pay attention in yourself to when you know it's time to make your move, when you know it's time to go. Go time, the triggers, everything's lined up, boom, 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 it all works out. You have the money, you find the thing, you find the person, and it works. That is what I wish for you this week, to be in that flow of powerful decision making, knowing that you're on the right track, doing the right thing in the right way, for the right reasons that bring meaning and life and love and light and zest to your life. So that's the message today. Peace, love, and grooviness. Here's a few animals, and then check out the second video, which will be up after this one. All right. Hope to see you again here next time. Peace, love, grooviness. Over and out. Amen. Sheep, 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 sheep. Come on. I didn't quite organize this the way I like to, but doesn't matter. They're figuring out sheep, 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 sheep. There's a couple of dummies over there. One of them's over there with its head down. Maybe I have to open it up in a different spot, but look at them go. And here's the difference. It's Monday. They were here Thursday. So this has been untouched. It's all the, and this they've been on. Do you see any flowers in there? Not a single flower is left. And they've been talking to me, telling me they wanted to be moved. Sheep, sheep. We got somebody over there who's not moving. Hopefully they're not dead. I don't like dead. Let's go see what's going on. All right, so one of Cory's first-year moms just had a lamb, and I don't know if it's healthy or not, but I don't want to mess with her. She's a pretty friendly one, so I'm not too worried. I think it's number one. The baby is just trying to get up, and she's licking it, and it's all covered in yellow stuff. So she's licking it. See if I can get a good view. There we go. Almost there. Come on. Yeah, it's okay. Number one's a friendly. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, yeah. That's a good girl, yeah. Let's go here. Let's go here. There you go. A little bit more. I would like her to get in there before everybody else decides to come back out. Come on, number one. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. I'm about to steal your lamb. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Not that way. See, if they're afraid, you can use one technique, but if they're friendly, come on, you are so close. You are so close. Yes, you are. Come on. Come on. Yeah, your entrance is here. Entrance is right there. Yeah, go that way. Go on. There you go. Good girl. All right, now I spend the rest of the afternoon moving all the other stuff so they have water. but they have moved. I don't think anybody else is left up there. So now I'm gonna go see where they are and what they're doing, then I'll move infrastructure. The magic of mealworms. Hi, girls. So I just moved out of the bubble of space that they like to keep between me and them. So they can just go in. Good night. Enjoy your dinner in your safe, protected place.